Hello, and welcome to NotesIn9. I'm David Leedy. Episode number 20, adding Woopra analytics to XPages. It's not the size of your stats that matter, it's how you use your Woopra that counts. This is for XPages developers. Okay, now before we get going, we do have a couple of announcements today. The first one is xpages.tv. This is a new website that I kind of launched. It's a soft opening, which is my way of saying it is far from finished. And the goal of this site is to kind of collect XPages videos in more of a table of contents or such formats, so they're easier to find and they're better categorized for someone starting out. And it's not just going to be for my NotesIn9 videos that deal with XPages, though that's going to be a large part of the content, but it's going to be for any videos that I find out there, or I'd like to have a submission feature where someone who posts a video can submit their own video. They're going to come from the wikis, from OpenNTF, from YouTube, wherever I can find them. And the goal is to try and categorize them and say by technology, like here are the repeat control videos, here are scope variables, here are beginner, intermediate, or advanced videos, etc. So that is something you may want to keep your eye on as a source for more videos. Speaking of videos, I want to talk about Video Fest, which is an event coming from IBM and the Lotus Technical Enablement Community, or whatever their name is, and that's at lotus.com/LDD/VideoFest. And this is really cool. I mean, they kind of model this after a little bit, I think, Wikimanus, which was an event that Chris Tui and I did last March, trying to raise awareness of the wikis that are out there. And what they're trying to do is raise awareness of video content and generate more video content submissions. And they've got over 32 videos so far for just starting out, which I think is rather impressive, actually. And it's not just for XPages, it's all Lotus software. And anyone can add videos. And here's the thing, this is not something that they just want the community to do for them. Of these 32 videos, the vast majority of them have come from IBMers. This is something that the community can help to embrace and enhance to this, and I'm excited about it, and every video I create from here on till February 3rd, I'm going to be adding to Video Fest. And you can rate the videos, and please rate mine, because there is some recognition at the end of it. Please rate mine, and you might get mentioned at Lotusphere or some kind of award or whatever. And I've got one video out there already on my introduction to XPages, which you could actually go out and rate if you wanted to. So we're allowed to promote our videos. So it's just a fun little thing. There is going to be some things coming from IBM, whether it's at Lotusphere or not, some recognition events. So it's just a fun thing to do, though, regardless. And share your knowledge, and it's just going to help the community, and that might help yourself in the long run. Okay, next is TLCC, and before I get going, no, I'm not being paid for this. I don't have any relationship with them other than I am a customer of their training materials currently. So they've got this new Advanced XPages course out, which is done by the great Paul Calhoun, who I've met many times, and again, he's a wonderful person. He's a great speaker. He's a great teacher, and he knows his stuff. So he created the first XPages course, which I bought the day it came out with my own personal money. I wasn't even reimbursed for my job at the time, because it's quality stuff. I'd gotten other courses from them, and you're gonna learn. There's a forum that you can participate in and he'll answer questions and things like that. And he's going to cover custom controls and One UI and stuff like that. And he's even going to cover one of my favorite topics, which is Blueprint in XPages, which, shameless plug here, is I did on NotesIn9 episode 11, if you want to just see that. Hooray. But anyway, it's worth checking out. It is good stuff. It's not free, but there's a lot of value there, and you don't have to fly anywhere to partake in this. You can do this from your own computer. Okay, I want to talk about Woopra today, which is an analytics engine service, I guess, similar to Google Analytics. And I want to talk about how to get that inside of XPages for your XPages apps. So it's really difficult. If I can do it, anyone can. So you sign up for Woopra, which is free for like 30,000 page views per month, something like that. You get this JavaScript code snippet, and all you have to do is paste it into the source of an XPage or custom control. So let's first see what Woopra is, what it gives you, why you'd want to do it, and then I'll go through a demo of how to put it in your X page. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Woopra dashboard interface that you can download. I installed this last night on all my sites. Two are XPages and one is not, which is irrelevant. But let's look at the one that's not, just because I made a post out there a little bit ago. If we go to this live section here, you can kind of see who's on the site now. You can even tag by IP address. So you can tag someone's name and see if they come back to you. And you can kind of get some information about their setup, etc. And you can see other visitors that come and go, whatever. And what you can do then is there's good analytics here. Well, let's go to this dashboard first. So there's this dashboard which gives you this kind of view of kind of what's going on, where your refers are, if it's coming from Planet Lotus or Facebook, or wherever. And then you can drill down to these things like social networks from Twitter and regular domains here, and search engines, and I like the search one to see how people are finding my site, via I guess search engine stuff like Googling and everything. So that's kind of cool. I've never really played much with stats before, and it's I didn't know a lot of this stuff was out there. So it's very easy to add Woopra to XPages, as I showed you, and then you can take advantage of it. So, and again, you can have multiple domains come in here. So here's NotesIn9, here's the XPages.tv, etc. And you can just see what's kind of going on over there. And again, we just added these last night, so there's not too much going on with these right now. But in a month or so, it should be a lot more information than I've ever had before. So maybe something you want to consider. Thank you. Okay, so here's XPages TV, and yes, it's ugly, and yes, it won't be ugly forever. But all this is a link to XPages videos. But what I want to show you here is if we view the page source, inside the source, right here really, is the code needed for getting Woopra to work. So you just got to get that in there. So how do you do that? Well, I've got a custom control that is the header of the X page, and that's this thing right here. So in theory, when we go to other pages and this becomes more of an app, this header with whatever it will look like will be on every page. So all I did was basically go into the source, and the code that I got from Woopra, I just pasted it in, basically exactly as they did it. And above it here is some Google Analytics code, which I'll probably remove. Now, I'd like to get this into a function and just have a function call there into a script library or so. And I made an attempt with Google Analytics, and I thought it worked, but it didn't work. Back to the drawing board on that one, I guess. So, but anyway, you can just paste it into the source code, like you can paste any HTML into the source, and you're good to go. Now, I wouldn't use XP script tags here or so. Just do this pure script tag, and that's all you need to do to get your analytics game on. Thank you. And that's the demo. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you very much for your time.